Let's jump right into this exhaustive explainer all about poultry. We're going to break down everything from its massive global economic impact all the way down to its microscopic cellular level nutritional benefits. If you've ever wondered why chicken is literally the universal go-to for meal prep, well, this deep dive is going to completely reframe how you look at what's on your plate. We've got a great roadmap today. We'll hit 1. The poultry primer, 2. The nutritional powerhouse, 3. Heart health and immunity, 4. Chicken versus turkey, and finally 5. Risks and best practices. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the poultry primer. Okay, so by definition, poultry simply refers to domesticated birds raised specifically for food, mostly for their meat and eggs. The usual suspects you'll see are chickens, turkeys, ducks, geese, and quail. But among all of these, chicken is the absolute undisputed king. Why? Because it has an incredible feed-to-meat conversion ratio. Basically, it's super efficient to raise. And it's so adaptable that it's become a central pillar of diets across almost every culture on the planet. Now, this brings up a really key distinction. Poultry is classified as white meat. Unlike red meat from animals like cows or sheep, poultry has way lower levels of myoglobin. That's just the protein that stores oxygen in muscle cells. Because it has less of it, the meat has a lighter color, a noticeably softer texture, and fundamentally, a much lower fat profile, depending, of course, on the specific cut you're eating. So why is it eaten absolutely everywhere? Well, poultry plays a massive role in global nutrition because it's this perfect storm of accessibility and nourishment. In a lot of developing regions, it's actually the primary defense against malnutrition. It's incredibly affordable, it's widely available because of really stable supply chains, and it bridges a massive dietary gap. It provides those essential, easy-to-absorb building blocks for cellular growth that plant-based diets alone can sometimes struggle to deliver in those areas. Moving right along to Section 2, the nutritional powerhouse. What's really fascinating here is that poultry doesn't just give us one type of food. It's actually a 2-for-1 deal, offering distinct, incredibly efficient nutritional delivery systems, the meat itself and the eggs. Both are remarkably nutrient-dense. That means they pack a massive punch of essential vitamins and minerals for relatively few calories. Let's look under the hood at what's actually inside. The meat is literally a lean engine for your body. It gives you complete proteins, meaning it has every single essential amino acid you need for muscle synthesis. Plus, it's loaded with B3 for metabolic energy, B6 for brain and neurotransmitter function, and B12 for making red blood cells. Oh, and it's got essential minerals like iron, zinc, phosphorus, and selenium. But then you have the eggs. Eggs are a masterclass in biological packaging. The yolk is full of highly bioavailable choline, which is absolutely non-negotiable for your brain development and healthy cell membranes, along with fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, plus riboflavin and folate. I mean, it's the whole shebang. Let's transition to Section 3, Heart Health and Immunity. It's actually super revealing to look at the official guidance here. The U.S. dietary guidelines explicitly endorse poultry for all life stages, going as far as formally crowning it a noble food. That's high praise, right? And it's not just clever marketing. That's a specific designation because of its dense micronutrients and its uniquely low saturated fat footprint compared to other animal proteins. And our sources highlight this amazing concept called the lipid advantage. Because lean poultry is rich in monounsaturated fats rather than the heavy saturated fats you find in beef, it's a fantastic substitute for your cardiovascular system. If you actively swap out processed red meats for lean poultry, you are actively turning down the production of LDL, or bad cholesterol, in your liver. It's a real game changer for long-term arterial health. Beyond just protecting your heart, it's essentially a shield for your immune system. It naturally supplies 3 vital defenders. First, Zinc, which acts like a traffic cop for your immune cells and keeps inflammation in check. Second, complete proteins, which literally provide the raw materials your body uses to build antibodies. And third, selenium, a trace mineral that acts as a powerful antioxidant to neutralize cellular damage from oxidative stress. Okay, Section 4, Chicken versus Turkey. Choosing between these two really comes down to what you're trying to achieve. Turkey definitely dominates if you're looking strictly at the macros. Its breast meat has a uniquely high protein-to-calorie ratio with incredibly low fat, which makes it a total bodybuilder staple. It's also got a richer, slightly more gamey flavor because of the different muscle fiber types. Chicken, on the flip side, trades a tiny bit higher fat content for unmatched affordability. Really easy single-serving convenience and a super mild flavor that just absorbs whatever spices you throw at it perfectly. Finally, let's wrap up with Section 5, Risks and Best Practices. So you might be wondering, if it's officially a noble food packed with all these amazing vitamins, how does poultry ever become a dietary concern? What's the catch? Well, the hazards come almost entirely from us, from human processing. Deep frying, especially in commercial oils that get reheated over and over, creates advanced glycation end products and trans fats. Those are basically massive triggers for systemic inflammation. Similarly, if you're living on ultra-processed stuff like reconstituted nuggets or deli meats, you're stripping away the good bioavailable vitamins and replacing them with chemical preservatives and huge sodium loads. It completely cancels out those noble food benefits. You also have to be completely uncompromising when it comes to bacteria. Raw poultry can carry specific nasty pathogens like Salmonella and Campylobacter. Now, it's entirely safe when you handle it right, but if you don't keep raw poultry strictly chilled below 4 degrees Celsius, or if you let those raw juices cross-contaminate your veggies on a cutting board, you're creating an immediate and serious risk for foodborne illness. So to get all these benefits safely, you really need to stick to a strict protocol. First up, select fresh cuts from trusted suppliers. Second, maintain that cold chain. Keep it below 4 degrees Celsius and totally separate from other foods. Third, skip the deep fryer. Go for baking, grilling, boiling, or stewing instead. And here's a crucial tip. Keep your portions to about 85 to 100 grams. That specific sweet spot maximizes your muscle protein synthesis in a single sitting without giving you unnecessary calories, especially if you pair it with high-fiber veggies and whole grains. The whole philosophy from our source material really boils down to 3 simple words. Choose fresh, cook simply, eat mindfully. If you treat it with respect, poultry is an incredibly powerful, highly efficient ally for a healthy diet. So I want to leave you with a thought for the next time you're at the grocery store. Are you just grabbing protein out of habit? Or are you strategically choosing a noble food to actively build your body's resilience?